I'm not sure if anyone can hear me here. I'm on the live stream now. Sorry, it worked now. Hi, I'm Jordi. I don't know if anyone's here. There's Jasmine. Jasmine. I had to go to the studio part here to get on. It's echoing a bit, but I'm so happy to see you. I saw 1111 on my phone, so there's some good luck. I hope it's not echoing for you. It's echoing over here. Well, I've got a couple decks of tarot and some tea leaves. Well, I'm so happy we get to meet. I have my new pink hat. So I got a purple candle. I'm going to light that for you, for all of us. Whoever's tapping in, going to light the bottom of the candle to make sure it stays in place. Oh, hi, Shane. Shane and Jasmine. So I've got a candle here. We'll put it on the side safely. So I'm going to go into the energies, say a little prayer here. I don't know how to stop echoing, so I'm just going to let it echo. Thank you for bringing everyone here today and blessing them for the greatest highest good. Also asking for a land acknowledgement. We are here in Montreal, and all of us who are tapping in from Canada are on Indigenous land. We are on Mohawk territory here, as well as our ancestors, all of our ancestors who have come here. Unceded territory, and asking for great help for everyone here. Many blessings and balancing of all the meridians and chakras. Asking for pyramids of light over everyone, as well as beautiful flowers and crystals to be placed around you and within you, if your soul would like that. Thank you. Ooh. Well, I'm hearing a lot of humor happening. I was actually hearing "We come in peace." And I saw the emblem for Superman or Superwoman. So maybe we're having to be supersonic in our lives right now, helping a lot of people and helping ourselves as best possible. And I want to make sure that everyone can hear. Well, maybe not everyone's on the live chat, but some people are here. So I have some tea that I got ready for you. This cute cup. I got it from a friend called Shelley. And maybe we can start with Jasmine. I can read something for you. I feel some excitement happening. There's a growing excitement. Things are a little subdued because of the weather, but it's pretty sunny out, so that's great. I feel for some reason to bring the cat cards. So we'll try that. Maybe a bit of both and some tea. Do you have a specific question, Jasmine, that you'd like? Or do you want to just see what comes up in general? I feel that you're definitely tapping into higher dimensional light language codes. And you're having to uplift a lot of people where you go. But it's all manageable. And I want to say keeping on top of your emails, that helps you to feel at peace with things. To try to see everyone that you can when you're visiting. Yeah, the light language is strong. I'm getting like Atasha na nu ra re language. Oh. So there's a king of wands in your life, and he's a lot of fun. He likes to play, and he's been getting some messages in the dream world. He definitely has a lot to accomplish. He's very I want to say he's very like he's definitely a king. Like king is everywhere. I see all these crowns. There's like crowns everywhere on this curtain. And yeah, the dream time, he must be getting a lot of messages because he's playing with it a bit. So perhaps that could mean that maybe a note under the pillow to get messages would be a fun idea. And the great thing is he's got a lot of energy. So he's not going to get too tired out at this time. I feel that he's got enough stamina or fuel to keep going. And sunshine, I see, really activates him. And rest, which it does for most of us. And there are certain patterns that he wears that really make him happy. Let's see what else here. King of Wands. Oh, that's nice. And it looks like it's also there's this threshold between the old life and the new life, and needing to be soothed a bit because it's still like it's a bit heavy sometimes going in this certain area. It could mean within your mind or within the family unit or whatever unit that is. But I see you thinking of what nourishment builds your your body and your character, and to allow people to love you and to maybe it's you also that's giving love to others who are reluctant about receiving sometimes. Like they're not used to people being affectionate with them, perhaps. But yeah, just keep beaming your love. Mm, okay, sorry to hear that. There will be also how do I describe it? It's like an incubation time for creation. So you won't be as active as what you want to be, but you will be in terms of inward thought. And it's like, okay, we have to dream up a new plan in regards to finance. There might be someone who is not speaking as much as they should in regards to professional aspects. Um, I think it's important that you perhaps get the details on what is available, or maybe there has to be some new pathway sought out. Like, okay, maybe we can apply for a grant for this area, or find some new sponsors of some sort. That would be a good idea. Because when I mention those things, that's where the money comes. And you might have to think outside the box of who are those sponsors. And, maybe I'm wondering, there's something about May here, and it looks like this cat is eating. It's well fed by May. So you might have to look into some different organizations, and maybe even like, is there anything that's like New York or anything like that? Perhaps there can be a blending of communities somehow. For example, maybe there's a dance community or somewhere that they help young people that can connect with you somehow. Mhm. Okay, that's good about meditation. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune. It's really nice, that one. So I'm going to look in the tea leaves, and then I should probably move to the next person. But I don't want you to worry though. But I do want you to dream about who to reach out to, because you have the magic. It's all there. I also have been working with Yasmin, who's been very helpful with information, and maybe if you want to speak with her about something at some point, that could be a good idea. I see also Jasmine, you fairies. I see the fairy realm with you connected, and they're giving you a little feather, and there's something about walnuts. I don't know if walnuts are something that you like. Also working on the lung area, the heart area, and I see also your grandmother, and she's helping you with household chores. Yeah, like I see you making some kind of soup, and yeah, doing things like the basics, laundry and making the bed, things like that. It's really home life, preparation right now. So I hope that makes sense and that you're having fun, and I'd love to, see you while you're here. Thank you, Jasmine. I'm just seeing what I'm trying to read this, chat here. And Shane, is Shane still here? Thank you, Jasmine. I'm not sure if Shane is still here. Oh, yes. Would you like a message, Shane? And do you feel cats or do you feel the Rider-Waite tarot? For some reason, I've got the Rider-Waite right now. So we'll go with that. I tried to sit in the window here to let in some light. Okay, so let's see. Well, if anyone's asking about receiving a reading, there is on Eventbrite, I think, a link to my PayPal, or if you're in Canada, there's Jordi Lotus at yahoo.ca. There might even be a mention of it in this event, if you see the right up there. Sorry, everything's echoing, so I keep hearing a double voice. So for Shane, let's see what's going on. Some music would be great to try out for springtime. Getting a few songs down pat on the guitar will really feel good. I see that there's some kind of voyaging that you've already been doing within like 6 hours of Montreal. So that's kind of like a natural thing that you've been doing, like it's regular. And I see you, luckily, you've got enough energy to keep going, and you're a very good friend. I see you, it's like you're the knight. You've got a healthy, a healthy outlook and a healthy body. And that is also asking for help, not even help, just hanging out with friends and doing stuff together. It's a very productive energy. Now, coming up, it's going to be a little difficult because you really want to get your art out there. You need to get your um, artistic self out there. So once you do that, it opens up to other cities and to other people. It could be good to do something even like a YouTube or essentially a live stream, talking about stuff. You have a lot of knowledge and a lot of health knowledge too. There's a woman that's very sweet, and she's around in your life. The Empress, she definitely has a love of the country and a love of the city, and she's upright. So it means that she's very direct and she's loving, and she's the opposite of perhaps the passive aggressive, like it's the opposite. She's actually open and flowing with her feelings. And I think you're going to spend time with her also in nature. And what's working for you is with certain people you tried and you don't need to try anymore. Like you feel like, okay, I've put this out there, a few times. They're not responding. Maybe they're not the right people for me to connect with. Or in that context, like whatever you were putting out there, maybe you're not supposed to go that direction with them. But I see you very ready for engagement. And I don't necessarily mean like for being engaged romantically, more just like you're ready for action in life. And let's see what to do to combat this energy. It might not even be you who is holding back. I think for you, it has to do with being social. It says like expanding your social horizon, aligning people to connect with your creative source. And it can also be meditation. I'm getting like it's multi-leveled. And some people from the past are going to be moving into the past. And that's where you feel like their hearts were a bit stuck or they weren't so nice. But that's okay for you to release them. And that way you can meet these other people because you're not meant to totally be alone all the time. Not that you're alone all the time, but you know what I mean. Like you're you're a you're a wise hermit, and the hermit really gets a lot of information from spirit, but it's a desire to share it with people now. It's a great one. I love this one. This is my numerology. I forget what your numerology is. I'd love to find out sometime. So this is looking pretty great, honestly. And why don't we? Maybe we need to go to an open mic sometime. Yep. And I know that Jasmine also has done some musical events in the city, and maybe there'll be some more coming up. Let's hope. Okay. So I'm going to look, Shane. Yeah. I'm going to look in the tea leaves for you. Yeah, you're ready to perform. Seriously. I'm getting like da 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 da. Okay, what's happening? Well, there's definitely a lot of angelic energies that are trying to reach you. And sometimes when you go into a public space, there's a flood of information or a flood of messages that are trying to get through to these people through you. I really see that if you wanted to give channeled messages also you could, because there's a lineup of it's like a lineup of spirits that want to come through you. I know that's kind of a big responsibility, but another way that you can do it is through singing or some sort of action where it's flowing through you. Um, let's see here. I don't know. I also feel eventually you might get to go on a vacation that is sort of like going where there's a beach. It's like a a lovely island of some sort. But I think the work first, and then you'll have that afterwards. It's like you're chipping away, you're sculpting something. So you want to think about, okay, who is the me that I want to be? You don't have to think about it that much, actually. You just have to do different activities you're interested in. Hmm. If you want, you could look at getting a manager or someone that could get auditions for you. Yeah, the Muppets. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So one step at a time. And first of all, the open mic. I would just focus though on a couple things at once, and then it's going to span out. Yeah, if you get some, hold on. I feel that if you're sharing your vision with someone, like let's say getting a manager or someone that is helping you, it's going to relieve you of a lot of stress. And then you're able to build on something together. And you're helping them too. Like it's a win-win situation. So I look forward to talking to you more about that. Thank you. Oh, and I see Lisa's here too. Thank you, Shane. That was fun. I brought out some sorts of crystals here for people, and this little angel one will come out. Even the Christmas tree. I have a Christmas tree. Let me see here. So there was someone there before. Prajwal? Prajwal? Well, I'm going to, are you still here? I'm not sure if you're still here. Okay, so we're going to move forward then. What about Hakeem? Is Hakeem here? Hakeem the Dream? Okay, thank you. Well, maybe, what about Die Traumfrau? Die Traumfrau? Traumfrau? Okay, well, we're gonna move to Lisa, and if Dee comes back, Lisa, do you want some cat cards or do you want the regular deck? Well, I'm shuffling the cat cards. don't even know if you're here, Lisa, but I hope you are. I was getting all this information for everybody before. And it was really about creating the self that you've been wanting for a long time. Just, making choices that make you happy with yourself. All right, Lisa, we're going to the cats here. I think you're going to be singing a bit also. I'm hearing like jazz singing, actually. I don't know if you're listening to jazz or if you're doing some vocal work with the even videos, or could even be with a teacher if you wanted. Okay, so I'm going to choose some cards from within the deck that are jumping out for you. There's also a growing excitement for you as well. So before it was a little like there were a lot of aspects of the world, and at times you were feeling on top of it, and then whoa, and now you're kind of like, okay, I'm going back again. I'm gonna be steady with things. I don't want to be topsy-turvy. And you've had to take on a lot of other people's issues. And I see through your eyes, you've had to see what would be the best situation for them. These eyes, it's hard to see in this light, but they're really bright on my side. They're like green. They're really anyway. So it's the high priestess. So you've got all this knowledge, all this wisdom, and a desire for others to land as you have landed. But you can't wait for them all the time, so you just have to keep doing your thing. And I see that there's some sort of drink, like a magical potion, and it's right next to the feet here. It's you can imbue water with different gemstones. Oh. And what else here? Candle magic. You can write a word on the candle, pick a color to bring in the energy. It feels like a time for everyone that's been here so far of magic. So ways to develop yourself and create the life you want through magic. And I see that past lives are being open to you now. So we can talk about that more sometime. I definitely see the curtains opening about it. And you too had a life where you performed somehow. I'm seeing like a stove, and like someone that wore something like that. It was you. You're going to be having a lot of fun, but you're also going to have to make a decision coming up. Aw. Yeah, there's going to be a choice of a couple different things that might not be easy. But I do see more stability in the background and like more financial stability as well. Also, the terrain where you are when the winter goes away, it's gonna be quite nice when the spring comes. It'll be really different actually, like significantly different, almost like a different place altogether. Or maybe that's you moving, but don't worry about that. You have to really, it's all about being in the now. And there's there's someone who's quite busy coming up, like a male, and he would like to get to everything, but he's not able to. He's a nice guy. I like him. Yeah, I really like him. He's funny. I don't know if you've met this person yet, but he has eyes for you. Wow. You're gonna know when you meet him because he can't stop looking at you. Okay, let's see what else. I'm gonna look at the tea. Let me see. I think there'll be strategic planning for you though. And a really nice meditation for you is when you're doing the dishes. Okay. I wonder what time of day you like doing the dishes. I see this balance between like, do I want a partner? It's in the like subconscious. Like I see someone hugging you, and I also see an independent you that that's more like cheersing friends. And believe this. Sorry, would you believe I'm seeing you? I'm seeing this in kitten cat form. But there is a blanket being put on you now, and a lot of care for when you're sleeping to really have a deep sleep. And I think you're going to be quite ready when you're coming out of that deep sleep. Like not just sort of like this time period once you're um, once you're stepping forward, it's going to be you'll be refreshed. Yeah, and I'm hearing a congratulations. And the mountain, uh, congratulations from the mountains. It's like the mountains are being. Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to know? I'm just trying to look in this chat. Okay. Well, maybe you're okay then. Oh, wow. The cougar. That's amazing. Maybe that's why the cat was all cat. Wow. I can't wait to hear about that. That's great. I know I feel like maybe this is for the cougar. see if I get one more vision for you, Lisa. Oh, good. I'm glad you could see those eyes before. Well, I'm seeing your hair, like stylized, and even I don't know. There's movement and color. I also see red really prominent for you, or like red and orange. But it feels it's not necessarily the color of your hair. It's more you're being more grounded, very grounded. And I think your dream time is going to become more and more special because I feel like I'm one of the angels, spirits that are benevolent, and I'm seeing what you need. Like there's a lot of restoring that they do when you're sleeping, and a lot of protection too. And there's a rabbit also. Yay. So the rabbit's all about intuition and dream world and not worrying. Like you don't have to worry. I know it's so hard. We're ingrained. Sometimes it's like from our ancestors to worry about a lot of things. And I feel like you're letting loose, and especially I love that. I don't know. You go into such deep dream world. It's amazing. Oh, good. Perfect. Oh, the other. Oh, sorry that the sound is muffled. Is there a way I can change that? Hmm. I just know it keeps echoing on my side. The other deck was Rider Waite one. Oh, that's good that you've been humming. I don't think there's anyone else in line for a reading, is there? If they are, maybe they could say hello. Oh, oh, good. I'm glad the cat deck was perfect. And just so you know, certain wishes of the past that didn't occur, it's because they weren't meant to. Like you shared in whatever experience was supposed to happen. And in the future will be more love and more wishes coming true. Try not to be hard on yourself or uh, creating rules for yourself because I see the emperor upside down, like rules that hold you back from just being you. Um, yeah, sometimes there's a lot of worry about what other people think, that type of thing, but you don't have to do that. And the great thing is coming up in regards to work, also socializing, any activity, you have a newfound interest in trying out a lot of things. That's great. That's really fun. I want to say even painting. I don't know. It seems like you're quite active and busy often. You don't have to do all these things, but there are ideas for you. Yeah. So that's where we're at for now. Thank you, Lisa. I love those happy faces. Oh, and let's see if there's anything else in the cup over here. I just saw the frog and a salamander. So the frog is definitely about leaving confusion for the light, like going towards the light more. Also clearing negative spirits, which you're able to do. I also see you sitting on a yoga mat. And I don't know if, not child's pose, but there's some kind of thing like position that where you put your arms out and stretch them really far out and lean like you're lying on the mat. I don't know if there is, it's like an extended child's pose. Like, how would I describe that? Yeah, the arms are really outstretched, but your knees are bent. It's like extended child's pose. I have no idea. I'm sorry if I'm halting in my speech because it's echoing a lot. But I'm so happy to see you. Oh, there is such a thing, is there? That's what I see. This little angel looks like it's gone to the beach. It has a shell in it, a couple of shells in its hand. I'm also getting Annie Lennox. Hmm. Does anyone else have any questions? Is anyone else here around? Although I could keep chatting with Lisa. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Brought all the plants around. It feels good. What about you, Yasmin? Would you like a message from the cats or from the Rider Waite or Teacup? Okay. Well, whenever we can look into stuff when you want. Oh, the fairies. I'm trying to think of what to tell you. It's finally I think it's still freezing in Montreal, but it's sunny, so that's good. And what else happened? Okay. Big hugs, Lisa. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. You have a beautiful day too. I keep expecting to hear people talking. It's all through chat. So I guess we'll hang in here and see what's happening. I could also do a general reading. Just take it easy. This is also on the windowsill. It's like a little amulet bag. Sometimes I find these, I don't know what you call them. They're like religious pendants. I think this one's Mary. Or maybe it's Jesus. I don't know. Oh, it's Mary? Or is it? Anyway. Hi, Jasmine. Trying to think what else I can tell you while we're here. It was really hard to find how to get onto live. Once I figured it out, it was okay. I had to go to the studio part, but it wasn't visible, and it's not like there are directions to get there. At least I found you. So I don't know if we just wait and see if people come along. Maybe I'll do a healing in the meantime. Okay. Let me see this a bit. I'm seeing now, you know, those, it's like these metal balls that are, I forget what they're called, but they're Chinese, and you move them in your hand to massage the different points in the hand. So I'm seeing that. Well, that's quite a stretch to do it with these ones. That's a good idea, actually. So there's 3 people here. Would someone else like a message? And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Jordi Rosen, and I have a speaking event coming up on the weekend also on Eventbrite, and you can find me on Instagram or on here or Facebook. Let's bring in more fun. And calm. What else can we bring in? How about bring in some abundance? We'll bring in our wishes. I'm going to bring in some peace for the world, and upliftment. There's someone here that needs a message. Is there anyone new that is around that wants to say hello? Well, I'll just keep talking about stuff. I'm getting that someone's mother is around, the energy of their mother. Maybe it's my mother too. I'm going to pull one of these because they look really fun also. Let's see what a collective card. And we'll see what gemstone or crystal should look at. I really had fun bringing the trees around for everybody. The plants. I wish you could see, but they're all over the place here. They're like on each side. It's always nice to sit comfortably when you can, when you have that choice. Oh my gosh. This one like turned itself around as I was shuffling, so I have to look at it because it popped out on its own. That's great. It's the 9 of Pentacles. I really like that. It shows that there will be more prosperity and sort of bringing things to a completion on some level. And there's also malachite, which is the gemstone that's coming up. It's pretty, malachite's far-reaching. I find it's very grounded, but it's also really otherworldly. So maybe it's that balance of the two, the spiritual and the material. And the affirmation is, I take the time I need to nurture myself. It's really important. I take the time I need to nurture myself. I found yesterday, I was thinking, I was sorting in my head while I was out. Just thinking of what, even in terms of books, what books do I really want to read? If I'm honest with myself, I have a stack of them right here next to the chair, but maybe I don't need to have them all out. Maybe some of them can be passed on. When we've had these old habits that we're used to doing. Like in the past, I read a ton and studied literature. But then maybe I don't need to read quite as much as I did. Even when I was little, I loved reading, but now I'm realizing maybe I just want to read a piece of a book or a page here or there rather than the whole thing. So I'm picking a few cards just for fun for whoever listens in. Well, there's more than a few that want to jump out. But I also want to look at the tea leaves, but I'll do that after. So basically, there is also an ending that's happened. There's things have come to a close in terms of an emotional, like like a grieving, a very heavy grieving. So that process has been happening simultaneous to other things. And what's it called? Sugilite. That's the stone that goes with it. So there's a lot of emotions. But the wonderful thing is that is mostly being moved through. Like we're moving forward. And then we're moving into the Wheel of Fortune, which is pretty amazing. So I know it's normal that sometimes things are not as flush financially or whatever the word is. And then it's going to be turning around. Um, there's a lot that we can't explain, but it says, I trust whatever the universe brings me. So there are going to be more contracts, more work, more finances that are coming around for whoever is watching this. The Wheel of Fortune, green aventurine. Oh, that's a nice one. It looks almost like jade. That's great. These are really good, after moving through the heavy stuff. Oh, and then we're going into the Hierophant. The Hierophant is beautiful. It's it's a wonderful partner, honestly. Like if you're looking for love, I'm ready to love and learn. There's a key here to love. There's a key here to studies. There's like a whole book within, like a lot of knowledge. Looks like all the access, all the points of the body are being accessed like portals. I've seen the hand being capable of doing a lot of healing. You can practice that too, like before sleep. Anytime of day, you can form a ball, like play with the energy. Some people would spin it, like feel it. You can feel it. Oh, like if you do that on your hand, and then it kind of creates this light. You can see it at night. Sometimes you'll actually see a light there. And it feels to put it in the heart area today. So whoever is watching, there could be future whoever is watching the future aside from us. Um, there's a chance that you're going to be meeting somebody also. We've got here also temperance. Um, I find clarity through calm. She's drinking water. Well, actually, it's more like passing water from one jug to the other. So it means usually with temperance that you need to kind of connect with yourself, but also connecting with those that you're missing. And yeah, trying to find ways to connect is important and to keep things lit, to keep the path moving and exciting. And lastly, we've got the star. Now, the star, it feels like it was fluctuating. So it is a time now to need to refuel, to replenish the life source. I know that was coming up for me also. So it says, I'm inspired and positive about the future. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but with temperance, it was, I find clarity through calm. So moving from that to preparing to be more active. But in order to be more active later, you need to restore and take time alone. You might not have to do quite as much as you think, but I see things slowly, like the water is flowing where you think it might not, but then it starts to reach. I'm also seeing, feels like water, like imagining water flowing over you, over your entire body, or even in the nicer weather, stepping into water. Yeah, or even soaking the feet. There's something about that. There's some kind of blessing being put over the body and the feet. And let's see what comes up here. Well, I see another person has joined us. I'm not sure who that is. Question answered or some answers. Let me see what's in here. I'm getting a song that reminds me of an old love in like England or something. Like it feels, well, I mean, the song I know is a British, I don't know if it's British. The song I'm hearing is Drink to Me Only with Thine Eyes. And I see little angels. Oh, that's so sweet. There is a pyramid also, and there's a person standing by the pyramid. I feel like you could do some astral travel or meditation where it brings you to a pyramid. I'm happy to talk to anyone about that or to guide with that. Because there is an astral travel you can do when you go to a pyramid. I also see some sort of shamanic type ritual. And it has to do with work, or it will help you with your work. I see also a cat. Cat's on top of the head. I don't know why. Looks like a cow with a cat on top of it. So I don't know. Maybe look up cow with cat. Maybe it's on YouTube or something, like a funny video. But I mean, the cow is a sacred animal also. And there is a huge ceremony, as far as I know, going on in India at this time. That's bringing millions of people there. The cat looks lucky. It's like a lucky cat to see them. And I guess it's also it's Chinese New Year, and I believe this year is the snake. So the snake is don't mind me. The snake is a very healing um, character. I'll read the signs. So what can I say about that? There's all different types of snakes. So maybe it's going to be a transformative year for all of us. I imagine. Because healing has come up a lot lately, as well as friendship. Does anyone have a question, or is there anything that anyone would like me to discuss? I don't know where the sun went. Oh, there. Hmm. Oh, I have a message here, huh? Also try another deck if you want. I was imagining those bells sort of showering. Okay, great. Okay, so I will, just for fun, 3 more cards and then I'll close up. Thank you for attending and for your patience. I'm bringing a whole new deck out. It's the Light Seers. Just pull 3 cards for fun. Woo! Well, maybe it's, well, I'm gonna, hold on. Have a life of their own. I really like this deck. Got this from a friend called Darlene. Thank you, Darlene. Okay. So what we should keep in mind maybe for this week. Oh, that's nice. Oh, good. Yeah, so basically it's kind of like all this different color, maybe bringing some different ideas together, leaving some space also for things to gather. 8 is strength, building strength, strength in small groups, or even one-on-one. Also justice, really looking at justice and perhaps justice in the world. And then there's going to be some fun. Yay. Yeah, that looks very fun. It looks like yeah, they're definitely having a party. Um, and with some other decks, that one also represents maybe you'll have someone visit your home or even some roommates. So it looks like a good week. Thank you very much for being here. It was great to see you. And it was fun to try this live stream. Have a beautiful day, and thank you, Yasmin. And thank you to whoever is listening or watching. Have a happy Wednesday. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you.